Hello and welcome again to another Lockdown Orienteering Live with myself, Hector, and we've got Chris, of course, the creator and coordinator of the Lockdown Orienteering. Chris is with us today. He's going to talk a little bit about what's upcoming in the June weekend. That's happening next weekend, as we are talking here on Friday. The 20... What is it today, Chris? It's the 29th, of course, 29th of May. Next weekend, the first weekend in June, we're going to be having loads of great competitions once more for you. Many people entered already. There's still time to enter, of course. Follow us along on Facebook and Twitter, and of course the Lockdown Orienteering Live website. You can enter through there. Chris, tell us a little bit about what's coming up then next weekend.
Yeah, so we're basically off to Argentina for most of the competitions. The challenges are using maps from over there and a variety of different challenges, which I'm just going to go through briefly today.
Great, let's get into it.
Right, so I'm going to just share my screen. Right, yeah, so first up is the Rapid Route game. So we've used this a couple of times already.
Yep.
And basically you've got to draw the shortest route on each leg. So we can just have a quick go from one a couple of weeks ago. And here it's just clicking on the map where you would go.
Yep.
And then at the end it just tells you where you're right
route
or wrong. Really that simple. And on the practice games you can just say, you click this draw route here, and then it just shows you which is the shortest route.
Yep.
And you've got to avoid these red circles basically.
Yep.
And on some of them you'll see blue circles, and if you see a blue circle it means you need to go through it to be able to get the marks basically. Next up we've got Trello. So I think this is quite popular. It's the tempo form of Trello, so it's to do with being accurate and quick, and if you get one wrong you basically get a time penalty. So this is one which was used in the World Orienteering Day warm-up game actually, which you will recognise if you did it.
That's right.
So with you went through with Wojtek.
Yeah, we had a live little session on this one, myself and Wojtek. We went through. He was a bit under pressure, didn't perform to 100% of his abilities, I wouldn't say, but it was great fun all the same. Of course, everyone, if you've seen that, you already know what happened, but if you haven't seen it, you can find it on the Lockdown Orienteering Live YouTube channel, and of course the IOF YouTube channel was also sharing that because it was the World Orienteering Day, of course. So this is I think it's a pretty good feature, isn't it? It's got you can choose A to F plus Z, of course, or Z if it's not any of those. And then you got a little magnifier. You can zoom in to understand a little bit more about where the controls are and that sort of thing. So I think it's pretty well done, this feature.
Yeah. So just as you were saying, these letters at the bottom are actually in the photograph. They are directly below the different control flags. Yeah. And if you think the map up on the right is one of those controls, you click the number down at the bottom here, and if you don't think it's one, then you click Z. Exactly. And then you just go through like that basically. So in this case it was C, and then you can just go through.
Yep.
Then next up we've got classic game, Labby, which is orienting within a maze. And if I just start it here, you can see the map, and you basically got to pick the route and to basically execute how you get between the controls. So it does take a while to get used to this, how it kind of looks and how you navigate through it. And obviously I'm not going to do it for now because it takes quite a while, but this is the sort of thing you'll see. And then you see this red arrow at the bottom here, that always points north. That's your compass.
That's very good to know.
Get a bit used with that. Yeah. On the map, that's obviously the top of the map is north in this case.
It's futuristic. It's futuristic, this game, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow, it is. And it's not the oldest game. built in the 1990s.
Yeah.
The original orienteering computer game.
Bit of history for everyone as well.
Yeah. So this is the hardest course. We do easier courses, and if it's your first time, we give some helpful demonstrations and short courses that get you kind of up to speed with how it works. Then we've got a new game, matching maps. So a little bit similar to Spot the Difference. You basically get 4 maps and you've got to pick which to match together. So in this one, hopefully it's quite obvious. The first one is not, because of the green patch here.
That's exactly right.
And then we actually just did all this already once.
Scanning through here though, between these 3 I can see, okay, yeah, the green is the same, the water is the same, the white is the same, okay, the yellow is the same, and then, okay, the paths, okay, there's a path missing, so in D, and then B and C are correct then. So I think B and C are correct.
Submit.
Nice.
Well done.
Well done.
So we've got a few more of those you'll be able to practice on. Then we've got Street View Orienteering, which is quite popular. I mean, you get to explore somewhere new, and you basically have control flags like this in the street. And
very nice.
Click and say that you've been there.
Yeah, I mean, this is London, of course. Everyone can go and try that, can't they? Already, it's there on the internet to try out from the World Orienteering Day. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a link to our website, and we've also just linked from Facebook as well. Sometimes it can be a bit hard to actually find the controls when you get there. So here we are.
Yeah, there we go.
Green when you click on it.
Yeah.
But it does take a while to get used to how Google Street View works in terms of where you can click. You don't have to click on the arrows. You can click down the street that you want to go down.
Exactly.
We still got a few problems with the fairness of it, just because Google shows a different version of Street View to different people for some reason, which means on some cases you can go down roads and then other versions you can't, because they didn't take photographs of that street in that version for some reason. So that has created a few problems, so you have to be persistent sometimes. We do try and check as much as possible.
Yeah. It's good fun all the same though, isn't it? I mean, you get to go and visit these places, there's London, there's Paris, I think, is there? Or Amsterdam, there's
top right, and where is it? And I've lost it yet, but you can see these are all the locations.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool actually, isn't it? I mean, many people will have been to these locations in real life perhaps, but many places you perhaps haven't been. So you can go and explore some of these new places from your kitchen, living room, from your computer, and it's pretty fun. Like, I would say it gives you a purpose, a purpose as to why you would want to go just have a look around Amsterdam on Street View.
Exactly, and makes it a bit of competition, and we're probably not going to get so many holidays this year, so it's creates a bit of holiday experience.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Street View. Then we got video orienteering. So we've done this once before, and it is again a popular one. You'll get a series of different controls, and we've done a few different routes on each one, and you've got to pick which route you would take, and then basically your score is the time it took us to run the route that you pick for each control. So overall you get an overall time like you would in a normal orienteering competition, and that's how you'll be ranked on. But the other added thing is that once you've decided which route you're going to run, you'll actually watch a video like this. So then you can actually, I don't think it's probably not going to display very well because I'm using Zoom, but basically you can watch the videos And
You
it
get the idea.
basically means you can like see what the terrain looks like, and that might influence how you're going to pick route choices later on in the course. But you can, it's about, we can go to different places in the world. Hopefully, this one was in Sweden, and just being out there in the forest again if you can't at the moment.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's super cool to be able to see that live image from the forest being
Not quite
displayed.
live,
Well,
but-
no, not live, but you know what I mean. It's the
Yeah.
images from the forest, and you're running it as you chosen that route. So immediately after
Yeah.
you chose the route, you can watch yourself in a way running that route. So interesting sort of way to get that orienteering feeling from your from your computer.
Definitely.
So okay, let's continue, shall we? Is that everything, or was there
So they're
something
the
more?
six that we've confirmed,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
we have one other. But unfortunately, what one we wanted to use didn't work so well with maps from Argentina that we have, so we just need to decide on a different game basically at the moment.
Well, that sounds great all the same, Chris. I mean, we're going to have, of course, the catching features as well, aren't we? And there's going to be...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Three basic catching features. So that, I mean, they're maps which have never actually been used for real competition, so we're going to be running on the person catching features.
Great.
So that should be a nice experience.
Great. Let's stop the sharing there. Right. Perfect, man. I mean, yeah, I'm excited. There's going to be another great weekend of racing or competition. There's going to be many people who have been before using the lockdown orienteering. So we're going to see many familiar names probably towards the top of the list, but hopefully we can see some new names as well. And I mean, it's all up for grabs. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. Like I say, I'm looking forward to it. So all the best for the Go on. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, people can still enter through the website. And if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll put a link in the description below. And if you're on Facebook, there'll be links there to where you can sign up.
Absolutely. Keep following us on Facebook and Twitter. And of course, you can find all the information on the coming weekend on the Lockdown Orienteering website. Chris, I've not got anything more to say. Have you got anything more to say?
No, we'll see you next weekend.
See you next weekend. Stay safe.